Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a glorious day. So I've sat outside for a change. Although it shows at me bloody where I'm going a bit thin. Bloody, hey, not many more can you? So today, I'm going to be reviewing this fella, Amstel. First time I seen this was in Sainsbury's when it came in a bottle form. And then shortly after I left, they went mad on it. Brewed in the Netherlands, UK and Netherlands, but originally from Netherlands. And it says Amstel Brewery is a Dutch brewery founded in 1870. And it was bought by Heineken in 1968. Heineken own a lot of brands. If you didn't know, you'd be surprised. In fact, the rep from Heineken, I'm sure Kronenberg's part of Heineken, John Smith's, Strongbow, Heineken of course, Amstel, and they also do a lot of brewing for the other brands as well, so big company. So 4.1%. Classed more as a world lager than a premium lager. So light gold colour, good lacing around the edge, and as you can see I'm using a plain glass, got moaned at. White foam on top, light malt aroma, pretty standard aroma for a lager, it's got to be fair. It's been a while, I think I've only had one of these a couple of times. Sweetness to the aroma, there's a sweet aroma coming off it. Well, anyway, I mean the weather, it's only about 12 degrees but the sun's out, there's hardly any breeze and it's beautiful. Oh. So, very nice. Nice, light, gassy feel to it, not too gassy. Flipping out, these are the days, sat in the sun when it's like this, it's absolutely beautiful. You sometimes forget with all the crap going off in the world, especially with this corona stuff, that when the sun's out, makes it all, at least for a bit, go away. And sat in the garden, hopefully nobody's listening, thinking he's a weirdo. What's he talking to the camera for? Or he's talking to himself, weirdo. I do wonder that, because if I saw somebody in the garden talking, I'd be thinking, is he a weirdo or what? So I know exactly what other people might think. Nice, nice bit of a bite to it when you first start drinking it. Obviously lagers, normal lagers, I'm getting stuff off the tree. Normal lagers haven't got the aromas and the flavours that obviously real ales and beers have got. That doesn't mean that they don't do, you know, I mean lagers generally sell more than beer. Especially when you look at, when I used to work at Sainsbury's, we'd go through so much lager, and the ratio to lagers to beer sales were massively different. It may well have changed now, that was 5 years ago. But when I went in the other day, they were saying to me that they couldn't keep up. Obviously when they closed the pubs, then that triggered a massive buy. But it's also triggered a massive amount of people doing homebrew. Fair play to them, it's a great area to get into. But it's, oh you swine. Bloody trees. Yeah. Might have to do some pruning on that tree again. It's a self-setter as well. If someone's over the fence chucking stuff, I'll be angry. So, I got it from, I think it was Asda. was only about £1.58 for the bottle. It's a 660 bottle as well. Described on the front as a Pilsner lager. Same thing really. Look at that. Just done a load of edge trimming. Got to leave it to cool down a bit. Mowed the front garden, rolled it. Next stop, back garden. Plant some plants. Do little jobs. Try not to do too much because you need some work to do later in the week. And at the moment the council aren't emptying the bins, which makes it very awkward to get stuff done because you can't get rid of your garden waste. So what I'm going to do, I've got some massive pots and I'm going to put the stuff, rubbish, into the pots high, let it rot down a bit, soil over the top, and eventually it will rot down. That's the hope. Whether it happens on it, who knows. So Amstel, yeah, this got a massive push after I left Sainsbury's. About 2016, 2017. Massive push. And what you find with supermarkets is they'll do a big change of products, or they'll fall out with the people who make, the distributors. And so Sainsbury's fell out with Carlsberg, and all of a sudden we had no Carlsberg on the shelves by a 4-pack. All the crates had gone, all the different variations of Carlsberg went. And I think nowadays it's back in. I think they've made up and kissed up and got on with each other's. But Heineken do a lot of different brands. They also make Newcastle Brown Ale, which is funny. Don't taste the same, but hey ho. It's a shame when companies get bought out, but obviously that's business, I suppose, isn't it? Somebody sees money to be made, or they're struggling, and then somebody else comes along and buys you out. I suppose that's just the world, how the world is. So comparing it to other lagers, it's not as gassy as the 4% lagers. We're talking, the 2Cs and the Fs. Obviously not as strong as the Stellas and Budweisers of this world, but all in all, not a bad lager. Obviously like malting taste. I mean, with lager people say they can taste hay, grass, and lots of other things, skunk. Not knowing what skunk is, I've never tasted it, Obviously, I know what hay and grass smell like, although I've never tasted them, funnily enough. So, with most lagers, you're not the taste aspect, and more or less, you're looking for, does it taste okay? Does it do what it wants? Is it refreshing? Yeah. On a day like this, the sun's baking, look at my bonds, I need to get an haircut, it's bloody ridiculous. On a day like this, this just, it's like being outside in a pub beer garden. And I'm lucky because I'm a gardener. Do your bit. I don't spend a lot on the garden, money-wise, because we ain't got it. Spend what you can, don't you? I've just paid out for a new decking 2 weeks ago, and that looks fantastic. That does. And but I like a garden to be a garden, rather than something that looks amazing, but there's no work involved. You want some work. You want some interesting stuff to do. And as a gardener, I don't weed the garden straight away, because sometimes the seeds will drop, and then I pick out what's the weeds and what's not the weeds. And as you can see from the fence behind me, they're in need of replacement, rotting away. But I'm not going to replace them until they absolutely fall to bits. I keep painting them. And they've got this like rustic thing to them where you can peel it off if you like, the wood. It's bloody trees dropping stuff. Isn't nature great? So in this lockdown, there was no greenery on the trees to start off with. And now, I mean, this is a quercus behind me, Quercus robur, to this side. Quercus robur being an oak. That's the Latin name for it if you didn't know. And keeps dropping bits in my bloody drink. I won't be happy. But these are one of the last ones to leaf up. And the one brilliant thing is that nature is basically taking the wheel back a bit at the moment, because the humans, as lot, are sat in our asses mostly. So nature's taking it back, but nature also is clearing the airways for us. The world. It's funny because obviously all the climate change protests, the world is recovering. The ozone layer is recovering. The smog that was over cities is gone. You know, the world is coming back from the brink. Obviously, there needs to be work done. You know, as countries of the world and as people of the world, we need to plant more trees. We need to not do some of the practices we do. But then again, we need strong leaders with a brain. You plant your own trees, you cut down those trees, but you recycle. You make new forests all the time, and then you take out so many, you replant. Bloody hell! As a gardener, it's the same. It's the same aspect on a different scale, but you'll take things out of your garden and you'll replace it, and then the garden fills up again. Beautiful. And it's the same with the world, with the trees. It's not rocket science, it really isn't. We plant more trees, we save ourselves. We stop chucking blood. If you've got to get rid of rubbish, do it in a way where you're recycling that rubbish, or recycling it in a way that benefits the world. It all can be done. I mean, when you look at Britain and this PPE issue, it's really sad for the NHS, really sad. But we need to make our own PPE. Somebody in the business sector needs to take it over and say, stop, sod it. We're not going to China because they need it. Everybody needs PPE. We'll make it ourselves. Once you've got the systems in place, you can make it as cheap as them. I'm sure you can. With the right systems, robots and all that other malarkey. But anyway, back to the beer. So, I'm well enjoying this weather. I mean, I've got 2 days of work coming, 2 long days. I won't stop for a second. I'll just work. No breaks, no dinner. It's not worth it. It's not worth putting myself in danger. The minutes that you spend in anybody else's presence outside of your family home is a dodgy thing. So, as for this, yeah. A really nice tasting lager. Going down the tree, can't fault it. Wind's going up. Crisp, refreshing, hitting me as well. It's obviously I've not drank this for years, so it would hit me. You know, it's not something my body's used to. And going down a treat as well. Can't fault it. I could just sit here all afternoon talking shit to a camera. And pardon my French. Parlez-vous français? Je m'appelle Billy. I think that's right. Was it Je m'appelle Nottingham? I don't know. I got my O level in French at school, but that was 30 years ago. You forget. Sometimes it's just nice just to sit back, chill out with a beer, obviously, or a lager, or a cider, depends on what you drink. A glass of wine, spirits, whatever. Sit back and just breathe in, look round, close your eyes and just... You don't need drugs, you know, and all that shit. I mean, beer's essential, definitely. But it's just nice to sit back and enjoy what's there in front of you. I mean, I've got a smallish garden, not dead small, but smallish. For a gardener like me, I could do a massive garden. But just to sit there and enjoy nature, wow. And never be rich doing what I do, but enjoy it nonetheless. I know them in the background not laughing at me talking to my camera. So, to the nitty gritty. Basically a golden port, no, yellow, I'd say straw to golden port. Good lacing, little white head. On the nose, that light malt, that lager. It's a typical lager aroma. Very much typical lager taste. Nowhere near as gassy as some of the other lagers out there. And actually, I've really enjoyed this. Now, as always, with all beers, all lagers, ciders, whatever you drink, the right setting makes such a difference. I'm sat outside, I'm on my own, taking in nature, and wow, so bloody enjoyable. That sun is gorgeous, and it all makes, it makes you feel happy, takes stress away, and it's a good thing to do. Good thing to do is get out in your garden. Even if you ain't got a great garden, get out there, have a look, see what you can do. Grass seed's not expensive. Mow your grass once, twice a week. I can talk all day about gardening. I ain't the best gardener in the world, but I've been doing it for 30 odd years and I've learnt from some fantastic gardeners. One Britain in bloom, European in bloom, Entente, Floral, 1998. East Midlands in bloom. And luckily I learnt from some of the best. And but that love of gardening, love of the outdoors, can't fault it. So 4.1%, wow, you took me quite well actually. Out of 5 then, I'd give this little fella, there we go, decent aroma. It is what it is, it's a lager. Good taste, same again, it's a lager, I'm not going to be horrible to it because it's a lager. Beers are beers, lagers are lagers, ciders are ciders. Everything should be reviewed in a way that's fair towards that category. What I can say is, tastes great, nice aroma, tastes great, going down a treat, crisp, refreshing, hits the spot. The weather might have something to do with it, obviously. Out of 5, 4.2 out of 5, really nice. Hit the spot, lovely for me. 19 minutes, God do I yak. But sometimes it's just nice to get away from the world you're in and listen to some idiot talking. Yes. God love life, haven't you? Especially while you're there, enjoy it while you can. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We're near the 500 mark. Well excited. Not that it really means a lot in the grand scheme of things, because if you watch these videos and you actually like them, and sometimes I talk some really sensible stuff. And obviously, you know, in these very, very dark days for the human race, and it is dark, if you look at the previous hundreds of years, there's been one of these events every 100 years. Spanish flu, before that the plagues, Black Plague, and it's gone on in history. It's like history's way, nature's way of reducing the population. And we should rise up to that and defeat it as quick as possible. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.